That is true. All right, separation. 200 meters. No, Dots Hibbit. There's no such thing. Cease. No, you think you've asked them questions. There's a difference there. All right, that's 80 something delta V we got to make up. What's a question? Something built differently. Jonah, I was going to ask you, how's your city coming along? What's it called? Sidonia? It's Sidonia, right? How you doing, Lump? Welcome in, buddy. This is one thing I pride myself on in Kerbal, is being able to do this. Celedonia. Damn it, I was close. I'm glad you're enjoying them, Lump. I take pride in being able to do them. What did I do? What do you mean, what did I do? What engine do you use on this stage? This is the Wolfhound. You missed it? So what I do is, I dock in space without RCS. And a lot of people who play this game swear by RCS, and I don't use it at all. So a lot of them think it's like black magic when I dock without it, because I don't ever use it. I have my own way of docking, and it works for me, and I've been using it ever since. And it just works. So like what I did just then, I lined myself up with the target, but then I moved myself over and shot straight across, and then I lined myself up with the docking port this way. That way I don't have to worry about adjusting left, right, anything else. And it actually moves us almost across the center, where we can then, you know, straighten ourselves out and slide ourselves right in. And it's almost perfect. That 90-degree line, it's almost perfect. If it was along this line here and crosshair, it would just be a straight shot. But it's gonna be a little bit off. But then we let the rest of it do its trick. Could the Wolfhound get me to Jewel or its moons, or should I only be using nukes for that sort of thing? The Wolfhound will get you. It depends on how much mass you're taking out there, Lazy Toke. So the thing about this, it requires liquid fuel and oxidizer. You can use the same mass for liquid fuel and oxidizer and go with a completely liquid fuel stage and just put a nuke on it. Okay, that bumped a little bit. That was my fault. That was my fault. A little bumpy there. A little bumpy. Excuse me. Pardon me. That was a little bumpy. It wasn't clean. But I'm okay with that. Double checking that we're lined up. I might have to rotate a little bit. About halfway through. Cool. Yeah, Lazy Toke. It all depends on your payload, dude. The Terrier can get you to Jewel. It just all depends on what you're packing. All right, which way am I turning this? Looks like I'm turning it this way. One more. There we go. Lined up. I love the rotating docking ports. They make life very easy. All right, cool. So there's our piece there. Let's move some fuel out. What is your goal with the city, Jonah? That's enough fuel to deorbit there. So we'll undock. We'll slide this bad boy over. No problem, Lazy. Just make sure you use the Delta V calculator if you don't have it already. So all it comes down to is how much Delta V you have. So that very first link right there takes you to this image. And what you need to know is if you're in orbit of Kerbin, you're going to Joule, you need 950 plus 1250. So that's what, 2100 plus 160, 2223 plus 2810. You're looking at 5310, and that gets you in orbit of Joule. So you need about 5,000 Delta V. As long as you've got that, you can use whatever engine you want. And if you can make your rocket have 5,000 Delta V and use the Wolfhound, then more power to you. You want to get a population of 300,000. Are you using Real Pop mod? All right, so now we have power. This thing can move around and all kinds of stuff now. 16,000 electric charge. It's actually looking like a ship now. So now all it needs is the thrust, and we're good to go. I was staring at that map earlier, and I was like, what face? That helped a lot. Oh, yeah, it helps a ton. Those numbers are averages. They're just reported numbers, and then they get an average out of it. It's not a median. I always over-engineer. So if I'm going to Joule, I take like 6,000 Delta V. 7,000. Because there's always going to be something that happens. You want to make sure you have enough fuel. All right, we're 4 pieces in, or 3 pieces in. 4th piece coming. Let's go. You couldn't understand what all the numbers meant. Do you want me to show you what all the numbers mean? Because I can show you. I can walk you through. Oh, until I just showed you. Yeah, so the one number that throws people off is this black number, but it tells you here. The black number is your maximum plane change Delta V. So if I'm going to Joule, if I am in an elliptical orbit of, if I'm escaping Kerbin and I'm on the perfect alignment, I only need 980 Delta V. But if I'm taking off from anywhere else, Joule's inclined from Kerbin, the maximum amount I need to make that up with is 270. So I just combine those two numbers together when I'm doing the math, because I'm never waiting for the most perfect window to launch. And then 160 to get into orbit of Joule, 2810 to get into a 210 kilometer orbit of Joule. And then 14,000 to land, but you can't land on Joule. That goes to the center and you're going to die. Just like the sun, 67,000 to go to the center of the sun, you're going to die. Don't worry about it. Don't try it. But yeah, those numbers is how much Delta V. Your goal is to level up Kerbals? All right. TJ's like, sign me up. You don't want to die. Stop it. All right, we got 2.6 million. How's our tracking station looking? Let me check that real quick. I'm just going to go to the center of the sun. Okay, sure. Figured Munminmus Kerbal SOI orbit Joule in 2 moons. Did you look that up to see if it would give you enough experience, Lazy Toke? Because there's probably an easier way to do it. Wait, no. What is this? I don't want a leveling kit. Experience. So right here. You need 64 total experience for level 5. So you actually get experience for planting flags, believe it or not. So if you go to Moho, if you fly by, orbit, land, and plant a flag, 33, 43, 50, that's 52 experience. That'll get you level 4. But if you go to Jewel, you won't get that much experience going to Jewel. You're better off going to like Moho or Duna. Duna's going to get you 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 experience and get you level 4. If you look at orbit, though, yeah. So you only get points for orbiting a couple of bodies. Oh, I'm sorry, over here. He needs to do a grand tour. Architect, that's up to him, buddy. What improves about a Kerbal when it gains experience? They get more efficient. So like pilot, for example, pilot gets more tools. Like when you're using a probe, all of your locks, you can lock to target, lock to everything else. But it also adds you have more G-force tolerance. So right here, here's your G-force tolerance. Engineers, they can repair wheels, lander legs, things like that. Scientists, they do more speed at the lab. They go through science faster. You've been to Moho? Good shopping there? Hey, whatever works. I'm not talking about California, you weirdo. Get out of here. That's MOJO. Isn't it? That's a huge boost to scientists. It is. Plant a flag on one and Minmus and orbit Jewel and its moons. Lazy Tote, go for it, buddy. Have fun. We gotta launch the last piece out there. We gotta get the last piece on that ship and get that ship into an orbit of some kind. All right, let's go. I'm almost. This is exciting. We just kind of breezed right through this. I think so. I didn't build the skeleton for the space station first. I kind of built it after the fact. I think building the skeleton first actually helps out a ton, because then you can actually think about what all your pieces are going to be. So this is going to be D. Now I got to add the fuel drain. So this has to have a fuel outlet. It's going to be right there. A drain valve. Oh, but you know what? The drain valve is not going to be all the fuel. It's only, well, I can transfer it. I can transfer it. You'll enjoy the stream first. Looks like the benefits drop off after level 3. Yeah, level 3 is like where you want to be at. So this weighs 12.9 tons. But I can use this fuel in the other stage, or I can just take it away. If I take it away, we're at 8.9. This is heavy. This is heavier than normal. We'll see how it works out. I don't really want to take any xenon out to fly it up. So I'll see what I can pull off with it. Merge, please. First of all, let's bring this down. And then I want to take this off. I kind of want to take the shroud off here, since we're building a fairing. Go in a little bit more on the fairing. That does not work. That is not needed. Actually, yeah, it is. It is needed. Don't listen to me. We need these in their own stage with that one. All right, I'm gonna try to fly this once. 50.978. I'm gonna try and fly it once, and if it doesn't work, we'll switch up. Cause I don't think it's gonna make it. Yeah, so that whole tank right there has to come off. 49,960. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna make it. This is gonna be propulsion. We can gravity turn it, so that's gonna help us. But beyond that, I don't know. Before the bot yells at me, have you drank water lately? Whee! Because our TWR on that stage should be high, since it's going to be by itself, but we also don't have much energy up there. There's not a lot of batteries. Alright, so there's 200. We're going to start moving it around. Oop, we're going off track a little bit. Don't do that. It's too early for that. Crap, we're having this issue again, huh? It's fine. Just hold there. We should be able to get in orbit. This shouldn't be too bad. I gotta take this off. $70. So yeah, we're gonna have like 300 Delta V. I wanna keep this attached to this because I want to use this to drive the other rockets around, or drive the main ship around. This is very, very mass intensive. We do have a battery and then these electric fuel cells here that we could use to power the ions if we really needed to. But hopefully we don't need to do that at all. What's up, Sis Stefface? How are you? Happy Tuesday. Uh-oh. I think I waited too long to start burning. Oops. Why did I stop burning? Oh god, we're very, very close on Delta V. Oh, geez. We're very close on Delta V. I thought we were going to have like 200 left over. I was wrong. Poop. Interesting, interesting. Hope I am too. Yeah. I'm doing pretty well. So the other ship has zero way of meeting up with this one. So yeah, we're just going to have to stage it and move on. Oh, well. 8 Delta V. I don't think 8 Delta V is enough to capture the other stage. We can't get that lucky. What's our inclination? 2 degrees? Yeah, we're not gonna. There's no way. We're not even crossing the orbit? Okay, fine. Fine. 16,000 Delta V at 0.28. It's kind of funny. I'm going to wiggle my way that way just a hair. That way I don't hit this ship. And then 23 Delta V might be enough to deorbit. I'll have to deorbit at 100 though. See if I can't deorbit with this. I should be able to. $23 Delta V at Apoapsis. And burn. Oh yeah, 51,000. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Now we gotta go follow it back in. Because it won't, because it's so high in the atmosphere, it'll never deorbit unless I actually simulate it. Here, point this way. That way we just burn in like this. That'd be great. This does generate the most drag though too, so it might slow us down faster as well. But it shouldn't run into any kind of issues. It's the Mun. Hi, Mun. You're looking very great today, my friend. Don't let life get you down. All right, we're deorbiting now because we're no longer in space at any point during our story here now. This is how you crash land in RimWorld, by the way. It's just a Kerbal ship gone wrong. And you crash land, you got some supplies, and then come to find out KSC's been next to you the whole time. Not KFC. What's going on over here? Oh, Sistefes, I'm proud. I am proud. Yay! She didn't do it. That's a crossover you'd play. Pod crashes down, screen goes black, and then it pops up with some text. You crash land on a mysterious rim world. Or actually, you like leave out of orbit of Kerbal, out of control. The pod's spinning. You leave. You eject. Then the screen goes black. Or you hear an explosion, I guess. And then once you get off the planet, when you launch the rocket, you get off the planet, screen fades, and it goes to FTL. And now your colonists are crewmates on FTL. All right, let's use up some of our fuel here and try to see if we can't rendezvous. We have to be very, very careful. We don't have much. And we can't regenerate power either because we don't have anything to recharge on there. So hopefully the Delta V changes aren't that much. We do have a lot of Delta V though. We got 16,000. And we have plenty of electric charge. So we'll see what we can do with it. Set as a target. Now, why does that go away when I start moving? What's going on there? Are we crashing into something? There we go. All right, I guess we're focusing on both of these. And we'll see what works. Nine Delta V. It's going to be really, really fast, though, it looks like. $15, $14, $13. $9. $5. 3, 2, 1. 200. 76 Delta V. We got to do 58 first. Oh, man. I hope we're okay for this. Free for all. I'm in. Super Cat, you're going down.